45 and 52 week 28. This is the post Thanksgiving edition, handheld, as you can tell by the shaky cam. Thanksgiving itself was actually pretty good. Chaotic leading up to it. Long story short, we're supposed to go to my mom's house. Me, my wife, and my children. My mom tells me the Sunday before she does not have any heat in her house, which is a problem. It's cold here in the Northeast. Now, my mom pays for one of those like extended warranty services, which I think are ripoffs, but my dad up until recently swore by them, where you pay like a monthly fee, and then if something breaks, they'll come out, and if they can't fix it, they replace it, and you just pay like a visitation fee or something to an appointment fee. So I've been saying to her for months, you have this service, why don't you use it? Because she has some other needs as well. And she's like, I just don't want somebody in the house. So then cancel the service. It seems pretty straightforward. So anyway, she wound up Monday calling me and saying, well, can you either come here Monday for the guy, or he'd come Saturday? And I said, I can't come Monday. I work. Or Tuesday, rather. I'm working. I can't just take off from work. I in my old job, I was there for so long, I had like 30 PTO days each year. I don't have that this particular year, especially because I started midway. So if you don't work full-time, your PTO is earned overtime. So long story short, I haven't put all my time in yet, so I just don't have those days. And I said, look, Saturday I have plans. So then she's like, okay, I'm going to call them and tell them to come Saturday, and I'll make sure I'm here. So I talked to her again. I'm sorry, this was the Saturday before Thanksgiving, so last Saturday. So, of course, she waited and she called, and that appointment was taken. So she told me, oh no, they're going to come Friday. Me thinking that means Friday as in Black Friday. But she didn't tell me until last night, no, next Friday. So anyway, she wound up coming here, and we wound up inviting my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law, which I'm happy that it rolled out that way. Everything, once everybody was here, was very smooth and very nice. The next day, my mom was a little, I don't want to say cranky or cantankerous, but she said to me, I noticed your son playing with your brother-in-law, and that's really the relationship that your sister should have with your son. And we got back into it, the whole issue I've had with my siblings and whatnot. And I said, look, at the end of the day, they made the decision, I didn't. When they blocked me, they also blocked my siblings, and that my children rather, and that's just how it is. And I could have gotten pissed about it, but I was like, look, this is what it is. I've done everything I could do. And for about 10 minutes after the call was over, I was really pissed off. And then I remembered something that I had heard recently. I recently found a YouTube channel. I think it's called Mythic Kitchen. It's a cooking-based channel, and they have a show called I think it's called Your Last Meal. Whereas the host, I don't even know the guy's name. He's somewhat cooking related. Fun fact though, he actually, it looks like, trained under somebody I worked with briefly during college, who Chris Morningstar, who I didn't know became some big chef, but small world, what do you know? Anyway, this guy takes a celebrity and asks them what their last meal would be, and their kitchen prepares this food as they interview them. There's some really good episodes. I highly recommend the Serge Tankian episode, and the one I'm going to tell you about right now with Terry Crews. Terry Crews, I didn't know, had such a rough upbringing, but such a positive outlook. And he said something that was great that I've kept in the back of my mind since. He said, when you're growing up and you finally become an adult, I equate that to buying a house, and I'm paraphrasing. People get a house and it's easy to say, oh, like the previous owners didn't do this or that. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to make the repairs or whatnot. And he's like, my kids are growing up, and his kids, not my kids. And it's easy for them to say, hey, my parents didn't do this, my parents do that. all right, fine, they didn't do it. Just go and do it. Take care of what has to be taken care of. And at the end of the day, you control your own mindset and your own circumstances. So that's what I've been really focusing on the entire year, and that just kind of, I think, tied it up so nicely. I mean, as far as my siblings go, like I said, if whatever's going to happen is going to happen, though I do think I'm going to try to talk to my dad. I didn't believe my mom, but I kind of do now. The last couple times I talked to my mom, she's like, yeah, your dad's afraid to talk to you. I was like, that just doesn't make sense. But when I have seen my dad, it's been a little icy, I guess you could say. And there's been, like, he's just made kind of like smart remarks here and there. Like at my daughter's birthday, my kids just, they're out and about as kids are. They don't want to be harnessed or anything. They just want to run around and go play. My dad was like, well, if you took them around more often. And I just blew it off like, you're at your granddaughter's party. Okay, just relax, pal. But I guess that's a discussion for another week. Thanks for watching.